Okay, so it's Sunday, July the 14th, Bastille Day, live from the Ogden Laundry. It's been a while. Few machines have moved in and out over the past few months, and here's one that moved in just today. This is a 1956 Easy Spiralator automatic, made by the Murray Corporation in New York. I believe, yeah, 1956 is what I believe it is. Full disclosure, this is not my machine. I have been charged with its foster care while a dear friend of mine is moving and building a new laundry facility. But in the meantime, I get to play with it. So here we go. Let's wash a load of clothes. So I'm going to do a full load, hot wash, and look at that. Light up dials. You may already notice a little bit of a splash there as we're filling, but wait till you see the rinse. I promise it'll be special. So let's let her fill up and come back in a minute when we're washing. Okay, so while we're filling, let's just get a little bit of a close-up detail on those push buttons. They're pretty special. We got a water level fill. Partial or full, partial being the red button, full being the green button. And over here we've got our wash temperature, red being hot, green being warm, timer dial all lit up. So they really did try to make these machines push button easy, pardon the pun. Oh yes, you'll also notice that the drive motor is running, a peculiarity of the Easy machines, very similar to the Speed Queens of the era. The machines, as my fellow collectors like to say, are making water as they run. Haha. And there we go. We're agitating. Unfortunately, I missed the very large pump as the drive solenoid engaged and started agitation, but she's swirling around very nicely there. And a moderately dirty load of table linen, nothing that a machine of this vintage shouldn't be able to handle. So there we go. Okay, so we're nearing the end of the wash period. I just let the machine go to whatever the default was, I believe about 10 minutes. And the reason why I'm going to just let it go now is because, if I remember correctly, the Easy does not pause when going into spin. The spin solenoid will simply engage and off it goes. So just sit back, relax, and watch the waves and... Oh, there we go. There is a pause, huh? I was not sure about that. I hope this is normal. Find out very shortly, I suppose. Oh, there we go. Alright, phew. I'm breathing again. I was afraid that something had gone wrong, and panicky me. There we go. Spinning out. Just stand by, because you'll get a nice little surprise in terms of spray rinsing. There you go. Don't know how well you can see it, but water is entering the tub, and it is being moved around by the Spiralator. Get kind of splashy in a minute there. It's not coming up on the camera quite so well, but there is water splashing around in there. Thought I could get a better shot of it, but unfortunately not. Ramping up to full spin speed now that all the water has gone out of the tub, and doing quite nicely. And full disclosure as well, this is one heavy machine. Holy moly! I had a hell of a time getting it down into my basement here, so... It might be rumbling and rattling for the spin, but it's not going anywhere. And there we go. Just going to rev down as we continue to fill for the rinse. Note the lack of tub brake on this machine as well, so... Alright, as we come to a coast, to a stop, I'll just leave it for a few minutes, let her fill up, and let's see what happens in rinse. Will it overflow? Will it not overflow? Stand by, we'll find out soon. And there we go. We're into the rinse, and looky there. It is continuing to run water in, so it is sort of an overflow rinse. Very cool. Did not expect that, or did not remember that about this particular machine. So I guess it makes sense. Most solid tub machines of the 50s were, so easy had to follow suit, no doubt. So cool. Okay, pretty interesting. So it does an overflow throughout the entire rinse portion of the cycle. And now, as before, there seems to be a brief pause before we go into the spin. So I won't panic this time, I know what's coming. There we go. That's pretty impressive. The noisiest part about this machine is actually the water running into the standpipe, so quite amazing for a 60-something-year-old machine, isn't it? Looks like she's revved up to a pretty good final spin. Not sure what the specs are on this one, but it looks pretty fast. I'd have to guess at least 450, 500 RPM, but I'm going to have to go and find that out, so one has to know these things. So that ought to be the final click of the timer. I'm just going to zoom out, so you'll see what happens as the machine comes to an end of cycle. Just giving it a bit of a boost there on the front left corner of the machine. My floors are pretty bad here, so I just need to level the machine just a little bit. Ah, there you go. So the timer has cycled everything off, including the dial lights. And the tub will slowly spin down like a roulette wheel. just getting a little help from me. And wow, that stuff's pretty dry. Like, not unimatic dry, but quite surprisingly dry. So there you have it. 1956 Easy Automatic. First run in the Ogden Laundry.